Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is a continuation of my 30 and 30 series, and this one was actually really hard for me. It was 30 eyeliners in 30 days, and they're all like pencil eyeliners. They're not any liquid eyeliners. And it was really hard because I don't wear eyeliner that much, and then I was realizing as I was doing this challenge throughout the month that I just was so sick of wearing eyeliner and trying to plan a look around it and trying to get it perfect. And you can tell in several of my videos that it does not look perfect by any means whatsoever. But I thought I would show you, I put all of the eyeliners in here, what I used, how it worked, and my thoughts. And as we go, this will be kind of a mini declutter as well. I'm going to do a full declutter of eyeliners at the end of the summer, but there's a few of these that I'm like, I hated it and I just want to get rid of it now. So if you are interested in watching this, seeing my opinions on different brands, there's high-end and low-end in here. Just keep watching. I'm just grabbing some random ones and then I will swatch them all for you too so that you can see them. The first one I had is actually from Merle Norman, which is the Soft Touch Eye Pencil Antique. This was a little one that was a giveaway, and I got this, it was like at some charity event, and they had a bag of makeup, and this is what it was. It's a nice brown shade. It actually went on really well and wore well, so I do think this is a nice formula. I did like it quite a bit, much better than some of the other ones. And some of these I've had, I don't know how long, because I just never used them, and I sharpened them up, and I was like, okay, well, let's see. The next one is, this is one of those. This is Jane, a gliding liner in Rockin' Raisin. And this is also another brown. This one is probably going to, actually it's still pretty good. So that's that brown shade. It's another brown shade, a little darker than the Merle Norman. And it did go on well. I needed to sharpen it because it had kind of, the tip was a little crusty, but not crusty, but they're falling on the floor. It was a little dry, but then once I sharpened it, it worked really well. Another drugstore that you can get, I think you can only get these online now. At least around where I live, we don't have any in stores. We used to have them at Ulta, but they have disappeared. It is a Jane one-liner, and this is in the color Smoke Line. I used to be obsessed with Jane products, so I bought so many of these over the years. And this one is one that is going in my declutter because can you see it just broke off the tip right there? It is really, it's kind of dried out. That's what it looks like. It was in gray. I used to love, this used to be like my favorite eyeliner, but it has met its final days and is being decluttered. The next one is from Rimmel, and it is an Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer, and this is in the color Emerald Sparkle. So this one, it's a pretty color and it goes on fairly well. It's not my favorite. I'm going to hang on to it for right now. That's what it looks like. I'm going to hang on to it for right now, but it might be one of those that gets decluttered at the end of the summer because it's just, I don't wear it very often. I don't wear most of these very often, if I'm being completely honest. The next one was from a beauty box, and I think I got this in a BoxyCharm. I want to say I got it in BoxyCharm. And it is the IBY Beauty. It is in the color blue-gray. That is what it looks like. And this one did go on pretty smoothly because it is fairly new. I got it in the past month or two. I didn't like it because I tend to not rub my eyes, but just press them when I'm feeling tired. I just like press my eyes and it would smudge off on my fingers and I have blue on my fingers. So I am going to put this one in my declutter as well because I just didn't like the formula of it. This is an old one that I just broke out. It was brand new. I had never tried it. It's just been sitting there. I even took like the little plastic off of it. And this was a Too Faced Liquid Lava Gloss Super Black Eyeliner. And this one I did not even wear. If you can see that right there. That is what happens when I was trying to get it to go on. It's just really goopy and it was terrible. So this one is also being decluttered because it is not wearable. I don't think they make those anymore from Too Faced, which is probably a good thing because it was one of the worst eyeliners I've ever tried in my life. One that I thought was fantastic though, I was really excited. I got this as a free gift at Macy's not too long ago. It is the Urban Decay 24-Hour Glide On Eye Pencil, and this is in the shade Perversion. It goes on like a liquid. It is so smooth, so creamy, so pigmented. I loved this one. This was probably one of my favorites of the whole month. And let me tell you, it was really hard to find a favorite. This next one is an Expert Wear and Ebony Black by Maybelline. And this one was okay. It was kind of dry. That's what it looks like. So this one I will be decluttering as well because I don't think I would ever wear it because it kind of dragged. It was hard to put on. It wasn't my favorite by any means. This next one that I have is an alright formula. I don't think it's as good as the Urban Decay. Like that was my probably, I don't know if I want to say it's my favorite of the month, but it was one of my favorites. But this one was alright. This was the NARS Larger Than Life Long Wear Eyeliner in Via Veneto. And that's what it looks like. It's just a little sample size. Like I said, it was nice. It wasn't like the best formula I've ever used, but it wasn't terrible either. This other one was really weird. This is the Girl Addict Beauty, and I got this in a Ipsy deal. And the tip is really weird. It is an angled tip. You can see that. So I'm going to put this, I'm running out of room already. So that's what it looks like. It's okay. It wasn't my favorite. It's kind of smudgy. So if you want to smudge out your eyeliner, if you don't want like a very sharp line, that would be okay. But I definitely think if you want a very sharp eye, that's not a good eyeliner for that. I had several of these in black. I tried to get a good mix. Sorry if you heard that. There was a bus right outside on the street, so hopefully it didn't make too much noise. The next one is a Cargo Cosmetics. This is Swimmables. Ooh, that's very glary. And this is in the shade Pebble Beach. And this one was okay. I don't know if it was waterproof because I didn't try it. That's it right there. It was a nice brown. It wasn't my favorite. Like I said, I'm going to be comparing everything to Urban Decay now. It was good. It didn't transfer like when I pressed it on my eyes, but it also, it was nothing remarkable, I guess, is the biggest thing I would say. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. The next one I have is Bare Minerals Round the Clock Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade 4 p.m. And this one is a purple, and this one is going out because it is just dried out. It is so hard to use. That's what it looks like. It just very gloppy, doesn't want to pull, doesn't want to stay on, just wants to pull across your eye. So just terrible. I didn't like it whatsoever. Smashbox Limitless Eyeliner in Onyx. This one was, we'll go second line. This one is all right. This was a nice formula. That's what it looks like. It's a black, a very nice black. It wasn't, I think I liked it better than the NARS, but it wasn't my favorite formula. I'm becoming to tell that I really like liquid eyeliners because they're much easier to control. You can make a much thinner line. I kind of got all over the place at times with doing all of this. The next one I have is actually more of an older brand. This is Elizabeth Arden. This is in the shade Blackberry. And this I got, if you watch some of my Christmas stuff, my mom got me a big gift set of Elizabeth Arden. And this is not very pigmented. It's kind of, it was a little patchy. I went over it several times. It looks darker on camera than it really showed up. So if you want something more subtle, I think that Elizabeth Arden is a good formula. But if you want something really that's really going to show up, that's not the right shade for you. If you're wearing like a purpley eyeshadow and you put that over it, you're not going to tell that you have eyeliner on, which is, I like to do like ombre kind of on my eyes, so you know, like a pink into a purple and then a dark around the eye, but that did not happen on that one. This next one is another older brand. This is the Mary Kay Eye Defining Pencil in Navy, and these were okay. I'm keeping this formula. It's a nice navy shade. It goes on smoothly, so I did like that one. Take into consideration, I'm not a big mascara or big eyeliner fan. The next one I have is a Sephora Liner Electro, and this is in the shade Electro Marine. And this was pretty nice. That's what it looks like right there. I got it a little close to the other one. It's a nice color. It's more of an unusual shade of a bluey green than I'm used to. So I did like it. It went on smoothly, which is one of the biggest things that I look for in that. The next one I have is from The Balm. It is a Mr. Right Now in Jack. And I really liked this when I got it, and I really liked the color. It's kind of a, I don't even know how to describe this color, like a coppery color maybe. But it's kind of dried out really fast. And it's going to look really nice on my hand because I've gone over it so many times. But it does not work that well under the eye, so it is going to be decluttered as well. So if you get the Balm eyeliners, only get what you will use right away because they don't last very long. I got that in the fall, I think, so I haven't had it all that long at all, which was really disappointing. The next one I have is an IT Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Gel Eyeliner in the shade Black. I don't know where I got this one. It must be from a sample bag. It is very black. It is very smooth. It is similar to the Urban Decay. I think that was the Urban Decay. But I like the Urban Decay formula a little bit better. It went on a little bit thinner, so it was easier to control. I felt like this one you had to be more careful about how you applied it because it was more likely to go everywhere. Then we have, well, we'll do the one that I just dropped. The next one is a Buxom. This is in the shade Come Over. So we'll go that way so you can see the Buxom. I do like Buxom products. This is what I felt like the Jack, the Balm used to be like. Just really smooth, really creamy. That's what I really like in an eyeliner. The next one I have is actually from a free gift. That same like the Meryl Norman that I had, that I got at a charity event. That was like a whole bunch of gift with purchase that somebody had donated, and it was a big basket of makeup. This is the Clinique. It was a 2-in-1. One side was a lip shaping pencil and the other was an eye shaping pencil. The eye one is in the shade Almost Black, and that's what I used. And this thing is just, I might try to sharpen it at home because it still is kind of creamy. It wasn't as good as I remembered it because I hadn't worn it for quite a long time. So that's what it looks like. This one might get decluttered in my next declutter because I don't use it. Obviously, I don't use it very often. Now, this next one, I know, maybe not this one in particular, but I know when I do my full declutter with all of the other eyeliners that I have, that I will be decluttering several of these because they have the same problem as the Balm. And this is the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Violet. And I know I have several of these that are just, well, the automatic sharpener that was in the lid just flew out. So that's going to be decluttered. This one is still smooth and creamy, so I will be keeping this one. I like the color a lot. So this is what I was looking for when I do like a bright eye. That's what I was hoping the Elizabeth Arden would be, and it wasn't. So but other ones I have are really dried out, and they like just, they tug even on my hand, but they hurt because they don't want to come out. The next one I have is another Clinique. This is the Quick Liner for Eyes Intense, and it is in the shade Intense Aubergine, which is eggplant. For those of you who, well, for those who live in the States, that's what the rest of the world calls an eggplant. So that is what it looks like. It's very dark. I didn't really like this one. That one actually might be ending up in my declutter in the fall because it's kind of patchy when it goes on, which is not my favorite thing. The next one is a free gift that I got. It is the little Marc Jacobs highliner, and it is in the shade Blacker. And it is just a nice creamy black. It is not as good as the Urban Decay, which is really funny because everybody really likes this. It might have better wear though. I don't use things in my waterline like a lot of people do. I just can't get that close to my eyes. So it might work better there than the Urban Decay one, but I am not the person to ask about that. I also picked up this next one at TJ Maxx when they were on sale. So I kind of threw it into my 30 and 30 at the last minute. It is the Marc Jacobs. It's another highliner. And it is in the shade Introvert, which I think is a fantastic name. And it's actually a really fantastic color. This one actually, I feel, went on more creamy than the black one. So I do like that one. I think that was a really good one. I don't think I would pay full retail for those though, because the full retail is really expensive. And I feel like there's other eyeliners that are just as good for cheaper. This next one was part of my Allure. It was like the best of beauty for the year, and it was a really expensive box, and I actually ended up with 2 of the box because the first one they sent me did not have this one thing in it, and it is the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal eyeliner in the shade Amber Moon. So this is a brown shade, and it is a very nice pencil. It is very creamy. It is everything that you would think Charlotte Tilbury would be about. So I did appreciate that one. And if her stuff wasn't so expensive, I might buy another one, but they are very expensive, so I probably won't buy another one. This next one is a Bare Minerals Lasting Line Long Wearing Eyeliner in Always Charcoal. This I got in a kit, one of the holiday kits. And this one is another one that might end up in the declutter. It's all right. It's a little patchy, so I will experiment with it some more and see if it goes on smoother. It is a nice gray shade, which I need since I decluttered my go-to gray, which was my Jane. Then I have another Stila smudge stick, and this is in the shade Bluefin, which is one of my favorite shades that they do. It is this beautiful blue, and this one I might have to work with and see. This one might end up being decluttered too. So that's what it looks like right there. It's just a lovely blue. I like blue eyeliner and purple eyeliner and green. I like the colored eyeliner just to have a pop of color right on the lid. But that one is starting to feel like it's drying out, so I might try to use it more this summer so that I make sure that I use it up and I'm not throwing out almost a full tube. The next one is a Mary Kay Luxury Liner Eye Pencil in the color Plum or Prune. And this one is all right. I don't think it's the best by any means, but it is still nice and still working. Like I said, some of these are slightly older, so I was impressed that some of them still were going on nicely. This next one was a Makeup Forever Aqua XL eye pencil, and it is in the shade M10 because they don't do color names like everyone else. This is a nice formula, like the NARS, like the Marc Jacobs. It goes on creamy. It's a nice black color. Nothing crazy, nothing it's not the best formula, like I said. Out of all of these, the Urban Decay formula was my favorite, and I would really consider getting some more of it. I love the color selection with Stila, but after seeing how fast some of them dry out, and some of them I bought at the 21 Days of Beauty, they were still sealed in their boxes, and I took them out maybe 5 months after one of the 21 Days of Beauty. This was last year. And I went to use them because I had used up my other one in the same color, and they just cracked and they just tugged and it was terrible. And I don't want to spend that much money for something that I know is not going to last me. So I like it, especially since I've been finding things at TJ Maxx lately. All right, last eyeliner. This is the Lancome Black Ebony Le Crayon Kohl. So that's what it looks like on the end. And this is a really quite long, much longer than my other ones. And it is like your traditional eyeliner. There it is right there. It's not quite as black as the other ones. So I think it would make a good smoky eye as opposed to some of the other ones that were more intense. So actually not too bad on the declutter front. I only decluttered 5 out of 30 that are just no good anymore. And I have a few that I'm going to work with over the summer and see how they go, and then you'll probably see them in a future empty. Well, no, I'm going to do a declutter. So keep an eye out for that declutter because I do need to declutter things, and that's like the one category I can declutter very easily. I also probably should declutter some lipsticks, but that's okay. That's a different video, a different day. What do you think about these eyeliners? Have you tried any of them? Have you had better results than I have? Did you have worse results than me? That would be interesting to know also. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions. If you want to see something different for the 30 and 30, I am kind of taking a break. I front loaded and did 2 30 and 30s at a time earlier, so I will have videos coming up once a month. But I'm taking a break from it for the summer just because it takes a lot of planning. And if you travel, and I'm planning to travel, then you have to take so many of an item with you, which can get a little cumbersome. So in September, I will be filming my next one. So if you have opinions on what you want to see, let me know because I would be glad for suggestions. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.